Hello, welcome back to Sijo's classroom. My name is Sijo V. George. We are going to discuss the remaining topics are first one harmful microorganisms, second one spoilage of food, and third one food preservation. Friends, let's see how microorganisms adversely affect on the other organisms. Harmful microorganisms. Many microorganisms are harmful to human beings, plants, and animals. Such microorganisms may cause diseases in humans, plants, and animals, spoil food, clothing, and leather. The diseases causing microorganisms are called pathogenic microorganisms or simply as pathogens. We can see some diseases causing microorganisms are shown below. Communicable diseases. Diseases which can get transmitted from one person to another by direct or indirect contact are called communicable or infectious diseases. Some common examples of communicable diseases are tuberculosis, cholera, typhoid, malaria, and dysentery. Modes of transmission of communicable diseases. There are two types. First one direct transmission and second one indirect transmission. What are the ways of spreading of communicable diseases by direct transmission? First point by direct contact, second point droplet infection, and third one using an infected needle or syringe. In the case of indirect transmission of communicable diseases are the diseases causing microorganisms may also enter the body of a person indirectly through infected food and water, through any carrier such as mosquito, housefly, rat, flea, etc., through clothes, towel, handkerchief, and personal utensils of the patient, through dirty hand and dirty utensils, unwashed fruits and vegetables. Housefly is responsible for causing about 20 diseases in human and animals. Houseflies feed and multiply on garbage and human and animal excreta. Malaria is spread by female Anopheles mosquito. Malaria is caused by the protozoan Plasmodium. Next topic is food poisoning. The food spoiled by microorganism is called food poisoning. Symptoms of food poisoning: first one headache, second one fever, third one vomiting, and fourth one is diarrhea. The spoiled food can be identified by its unpleasant smell, changed color, and bad taste. Microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi present in the spoiled food. The common bacteria which cause food poisoning are Salmonella, Staphylococcus, Clostridium botulinum, and Aspergillus. Next point is food preservation. The process by which spoilage of perishable food is prevented using chemical or physical method is called food preservation. The most common methods used for food preservations are by cooling, by heating and cooling treatment. It is known as pasteurization. By dehydration, by using salts, sugar, by heating and canning, by using chemical preservation, by vacuum packaging. Pasteurization method was developed for preserving milk. Food preservation offers the following advantages. It decreases the food wastage. It increases the storage period of perishable food material. It ensures the availability of out of season food materials. It ensures the availability of perishable food material even at distant places. Last and final point of this chapter is nitrogen fixation. The process of conversion of free atmospheric nitrogen into useful nitrogen compound is called nitrogen fixation. There are two ways by which atmospheric nitrogen is fixed: natural fixation of nitrogen, artificial fixation of nitrogen. Natural fixation of nitrogen. There are two ways of natural fixation of nitrogen. First one by symbiotic bacteria. Second one during lightning. Artificial fixation of nitrogen. Large amounts of free atmospheric nitrogen is used for the production of many chemical compounds such as ammonia, nitric acid. These are used in the manufacture of many fertilizers. Nitrogen cycle. The process of nitrogen being used by the plants and animal and then released back to the atmosphere is called nitrogen cycle. The bacteria rhizobium are present in the root nodules of the leguminous plants. They can convert atmospheric nitrogen into usable nitrogen compounds. Atmospheric nitrogen can also be fixed by lightning. As a result of lightning increase in temperature, oxygen and nitrogen reacts to form oxides of nitrogen. When these oxides combines with the rainwater to form nitric acid. At last, nitric acid in contact with soil and forms nitrates. The detailed steps of nitrogen cycle shown in figure. Nitrogen assimilation. Plants absorb nitrates from the soil and convert them into organic compounds. Second step, ammonification. Nitrogen is returned to the atmosphere by plants and animals. This happens when plants and animals die. Next step, nitrification. Some ammonium compounds are absorbed by the plants and get converted to nitrates by nitrifying bacteria. Next point, denitrification. The unused nitrate obtained from the nitrogen fixation get converted to nitrogen gas by bacteria is called a denitrifying bacteria. In the absence of oxygen, this process of conversion of nitrates to nitrogen gas is called denitrification. These are the steps included in the nitrogen cycle. Thank you. Please like, comment, share and subscribe my channel. I will come back soon with the next video.